Good morning, children, students of class 12 of St. John's. Hope you would have completed your classworks up to what we have completed. Yesterday, after a long gap, we started our classes yesterday, in which we have done few problems in vector algebra. While doing the problems, I told you that before seeing the problems, you have to thorough with the theory part of it, and you should memorize all the formulas which are given in the theory part, so that when you enter into the problems, it will be easy for you. Same way, here also we are going to start with some theory part. So what you have to do, you should know, you should concentrate this in this theory part very carefully. After listening the theory part, you should write and practice all the formulas which was given in the theory part. So after getting thorough with the formulas, go to the problems and try to understand the problem, then it will be easy for you. And afterwards you should write your classwork. So this is the procedure that you have to follow continuously. Whenever a theory part is explained to you, you should spend more time in it, in listening it, and again you spend time in learning the formulas which was given in it. Then you should go for the problems. Okay, now today's class, before going into the problems, we will see few concepts. You have to listen carefully. First one, it's like a note. Two lines are said to be coplanar if they lie in the same plane. Same plane in the sense, you can even consider this page as a plane. If two vectors, if this is one plane and this is another plane, I can say these two, this is one vector and this is another vector. I can say these two are coplanar because they lie in a same plane. So I think you will understand what is the meaning of coplanar. So two lines are said to be coplanar if they lie in the same plane. And two lines in space are called skew lines if they are not parallel and do not intersect. For example, two lines in space, suppose if this pen is here, suppose if this is one vector and this is another vector, so definitely these two will not intersect, right? Because it is under, it is above, this will not intersect. Also definitely I can say these two are not parallel, right? So these kind of lines in space are called what? Skew lines. So two lines in space can be called as skew lines when, if they are not parallel. First condition is they should not be parallel. Second condition, they should not intersect. If both the conditions are satisfied, we can say those two lines are skew lines. Next heading, shortest distance between parallel lines. Shortest distance between parallel lines. Suppose this is one line. You know very well, if you listened to the previous class, you should have understood. This represents vector equation of one line, parametric equation. R vector equal to A vector plus SB vector, where A is a point and B is parallel vector. This is second line. R vector is equal to C vector plus TB vector. This is C vector as point, this is parallel vector. So these two are nothing but two straight lines. Suppose if they are parallel, then the distance between these two is given as D is equal to modulus of C vector minus A vector, that is second point minus first point, C vector minus A vector cross the parallel vector. You should understand one thing carefully. Parallel lines means the parallel vector will be same. B vector means here also B vector. So what is the formula for finding distance between two parallel lines? Modulus of C vector minus A vector cross B vector by modulus B vector. So you should learn this formula first, then only you can understand the problem which was solved based on this. The next heading, shortest distance between skew lines. This is the shortest distance between parallel lines, this is skew lines. In the same way, you take, this is one line and this is second line, first line, second line. Suppose if these two are skew lines, then the distance between these two skew lines is given by modulus of c vector minus, that is second point minus first point, c vector minus a vector dot scalar product dot product b vector cross d vector, b cross d by modulus b cross d. So just compare these two. Here b vector are equal because parallel b and b will be equal. Since this is skew lines, this is different. This is b vector, this is d vector. So in formula we have b cross d, c vector minus a vector dot b cross d divided by modulus b cross d. So this is what formula for finding distance between, shortest distance between skew lines. We'll go for the next one. Two straight lines, that is these two are two straight lines, intersect each other if, I can say these two lines will intersect. The condition is this. This we have already seen in the formula for distance between skew lines, right? C minus a, second point minus first point, dot b vector cross d vector equal to 0. What is this? This is the condition for two lines to intersect. If these two lines intersect, then this value will be equal to 0. Try to understand. The same thing is given in Cartesian form. These are the two lines. Here vector form, two lines. Condition is this. This is Cartesian equation. If these two are two lines, then the condition for these two lines to intersect is given by this formula. x2 minus x1. See, c minus a, second point minus first point. That is nothing but the first row. x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Because x1, y1, z1 is nothing but first point. x2, y2, z2 is nothing but second point. So second point minus first point. That is what is written here. x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. And here it is L1, M1, N1, which is nothing but the parallel vector of first line. L2, M2, N2, parallel vector of the second line. That this determinant value should be equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then I can say these two lines will intersect. So try to understand the meaning. This is first line, which is given in the Cartesian format. This is second line, which is given in the Cartesian format. So these two Cartesian form of lines, if they intersect, the condition is this. That is c minus a is nothing but the first one. This is b vector, this is d vector. Actually b vector, d vector are nothing but parallel vectors. Here the parallel vectors are coefficients are L1, M1, N1. Next one is L2, M2, N2. This value equal to 0. So you should understand that this and this are equal. This is vector form, this is Cartesian form, but both are equal only. Again I repeat, c vector minus a vector dot b cross d equal to 0 is same as determinant of x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, L1, M1, N1, L2, M2, N2 equal to 0. Both are same conditions. For what? For two lines to intersect. This is given in vector form, this is given in Cartesian form. Now with this concept we will enter into few problems. Problem number 33. Before writing the class which was given today, you should complete the homework problems 31 and 32 which will be sent to you. After completing 31 and 32, start today's class to write in your classroom. Problem number 33. Show that the lines, two lines were given, are skew lines. We need to prove that these two are skew lines and hence find the shortest distance between them. Find the shortest distance between them. That is the question. So in the question, two parts are there. First we need to prove that these two are skew lines. The second thing is we have to find the distance between these two lines. What is mean by skew line? Can you remember? Just now we saw skew line means they should not be parallel. Also they should not intersect. If these two happens, then I can call those two lines are skew lines. So what I am doing is I am taking the first line. We know very well this is point, this is parallel vector. Similarly this is second line. This is point, this is parallel vector. So point is given the name A vector, parallel vector is given the name B vector. For second line, point is given the name C vector, parallel vector is given the name d vector. So try to understand, this is very important. What is A? Point of first line. What is B? Parallel vector of first line. What is C? Point of second line. What is D vector? Parallel vector of second line. So I am writing all the four things. What I have to prove? Now by seeing the parallel vector itself. So this parallel vector is different from this. If you see, these two are different. I plus 2j minus, this is 2i plus 4j minus 5k. So since these two are different, definitely I can say these two lines are not parallel. If they are parallel, these two will be same. Since they are different, I can, by simply seeing this, I can say that these two lines are not parallel. What we need to prove? These two are skew lines. So we can say they are not parallel. What is the remaining thing that we have to say? They should not intersect. Whether they are intersecting or not, I have to find out. So we will see whether they are intersecting or not now. Now that is what is written here. Since B vector and D vector are different, since B vector and D vector are different means they are not equal. The lines are not parallel. So first condition is satisfied, they are not parallel. Second condition, what we have to prove? They should not intersect. So we are taking the condition for intersection. What is the condition for intersection? We saw x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1, l1 m1 n1, l2 m2 n2. We need to find this value. If this value is 0, we will say the lines will intersect. If this value not equal to 0, we will say the lines do not intersect, right? This is the condition for us. So what I am going to write is, I am writing all the values of x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. Can you guess what is x1, y1, z1? It is nothing but point of first line, which is nothing but A vector. You just see what is A vector. I have written the coefficients of A vector here. Similarly, x2, y2, z2 is nothing but point of second line. If you see the previous line, I have written C vector. So C vector coefficient I have taken and written here, 3, 2, minus 2. So this is point of first line, point of second line. This is parallel vector of first line, parallel vector of second line. Actually, if you see, this will be nothing but A vector, and this will be nothing but B vector. This is A vector, this is B vector. Similarly, this is, say, I think I made a mistake. This is C vector, A vector, C vector. This is B vector, D vector. So A vector means point of first line, point of second line. Parallel vector of first line, parallel vector of second line. This is given as L1, M1, N1. L2, M2, N2 means D vector. So all the values are here. Just substitute all these values in the determinant and expand the determinant. We are getting answer as minus 7. You just expand by yourself and see. Minus 7 we are getting. So minus 7 will not be equal to 0. It is not equal to 0. Which means what? The lines do not intersect. We have already proved the lines are not parallel. Now we have proved lines do not intersect. What is the meaning? The lines are skew lines. So we have proved one part. The given lines are skew lines. We need to prove one more thing. What are they? We need to find distance between the two lines. So we are writing the formula, shortest distance between skew lines. D is equal to, this is the formula, right? C minus A dot B cross D by modulus B cross D. So first I am trying out. If you see C minus A dot B cross D, this is nothing but this determinant. In the theory class I said the condition this and this are same. C minus A dot B cross D is nothing but determinant of x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, l1, m1, l2, m2, n2. So this and this are equal. That is why I have written minus 7. This is equal to C minus A dot B cross D. So that value is nothing but minus 7. So while calculating this distance, I have already this answer with me. C minus A dot B cross D. The answer is minus 7. This value. So I can use minus 7 for numerator. So what I have to find out? I have to only find out modulus B cross D. So first you find out B cross D. How to find using determinant? First row ijk. What is B vector? If you see B vector, the numbers are 1, 2, minus 3. So you take that and write here. Then D vector. D vector is given here. 2, 4, minus 5. So write it. Expand it. So you are getting an answer like this. That is 2i minus j. K is 0. What we need to find? Modulus. So modulus of B cross D means square root of 2 square is 4 minus 1 whole square is 1. So 4 plus 1 root 5. I think you will understand up to this. What is the value for this? Minus 7. If I take modulus, what happens? It will become plus 7. For this I have found out the answer here. So what is the final answer? This is 7 and this is root 5. So answer is 7 by root 5 units is the shortest distance. So if you see, the final answer is D is equal to 7 by root 5 units, which is the shortest distance between the skew lines. Next problem, question number 34. If the two lines, this and this, it is clearly given in Cartesian form, right? If the two lines, this and this, intersect at a point, if they meet at a point, find the value of m. So what is this m value they are asking? What I am going to do for this problem, I am taking the first line and I am putting equal to k by ourselves. We are putting, since it is given all the three are equal, I am taking all the three are equal to k. There is nothing wrong by taking like this. So what for I am doing like this means, now I can find any point on the line is of the form. So in this line I am going to find an arbitrary point. Any point on the line is of the form. You just take first and last. Listen carefully, otherwise you won't understand. Take first one and last one alone. Cross multiply 2k. Take this minus 1 to that side. 2k plus 1. That is the x value, right? X value I am finding out. 2k minus 1 comes here. So 2k plus 1. Similarly, take second and last. Find out y value. 3k plus 1 goes to the other side, becomes minus 1. So 3k minus 1. Similarly, z value 4k plus 1. So 4k, first cross multiply, then bring this number 4k plus 1. So this is x value, y value, z value, which is, this is nothing but the general point on this line. So we are finding general point on this first line. So that is taken as first equation. Similarly, take the second line. I am writing the second line here and put some, I have used k, so use some other letter here, L I am taking. Try to find, say in the same way, try to find general point of this line. How to find? First 1 into L, L minus 3 goes to the other side, plus 3, so L plus 3. Y value how to find? 2L plus M. Z value by 1 is there, so 1 into L is L, right? What I have written? 1 into, shall I put by 0, shall I put? So if you cross multiply, you just imagine that 1 is present here. 1 into L is L. No number is there. So Z is equal to L. I think I have written it wrongly here. So 0 will not come here. Only L should come. Try to understand. Now since these two lines intersect, it is given these two lines intersect. So definitely at somewhere these 2 points will be equal. At intersecting, at the meeting point, these two will be equal. So that is what I am writing. Since the lines intersect somewhere, first equation will be equal to second equation. So what I am going to write? First I am equating 2k plus 1 should be equal to L plus 3. 2k plus 1 should be equal to L plus 3. Second, 3k minus 1 is equal to 2L plus M. That is I have written here. And first one, 2k plus 1 is equal to, third one, 4k plus 1 is equal to 0 I have written. So 4k plus 1 is equal to, here 0 should not come, L should come. So this will not come here. So 4k plus 1 is equal to L. Or otherwise, try to understand 4k minus L is equal to 1. 4k minus L is equal to minus 1, right? 4k minus L is equal to minus 1. Similarly, I will strike out this. 3k minus 1 is equal to 2L plus 1. If I order this, what will happen? 3k minus 2L is equal to M plus 1. Just cancel this step. After this, you write this. Then take the first point. 2k plus 1 is equal to L plus 3. That is written here. So arranging this, 2k, L comes this side, minus L, minus 1, plus 1 goes to other side. So 2k minus L is equal to 2, and cancel these two steps. So we have three equations now. First equation, this is first one, this is second one, and finally we have this as the third one. So I'm going to show the explanation in the rough column. Just I'll be giving the number. This is 3, this is fourth equation, and third and 4 I'm going to solve here. Just try to understand, and while writing also write properly. Third equation I am writing here, 4k minus L is equal to minus 1. Fourth equation is nothing but 2k minus L is equal to 2. So if I solve this, I should change the symbol, right? Minus, plus, minus. So 4k minus 2k, it will become 2k. L will get cancelled, and here it will be minus 3, right? So k is equal to minus 3 by 2. One answer we got for k. So substituting k in any of this equation, suppose I am substituting k value in fourth equation. So fourth equation gives, what is 4? 2k. So 2 into minus 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 minus L equal to 2. Again 2 gets cancelled. If L goes, L and 2 gets interchanged, what will happen? Minus 5 is equal to L. So k value we got here. Now we got L value. So since k is minus 3 by 2, L is minus 5, I can substitute that in fifth equation. That is, this is fifth equation. So I'll write the answer here. Fifth equation gives 3k. K is minus 3 by 2. So 3 into minus 3 by 2, 3k minus 2L. Minus 2, L value is what? Minus 5. So minus 2 into minus 5 will become plus 10 is equal to M plus 1. So this is minus 9 by 2 plus 10. Minus 9, this will become 20, right? 2 into 10, 20 minus 9. 11 by 2 minus 1 is equal to M. Or M value is, finally I'll write here. So you should also cancel these steps. So finally M value is, M is equal to 11 minus 2. 9 by 2 is the answer for M. Don't get confused. We made a mistake. That is why I have to change everything. What mistake we have committed? Here 0 should not come, because denominator nothing is there, means 1. So 1 into L is Z is equal to L. So I should put L. Since at some point these two will be equal, so equate first to first, second to second, third to third. You will get 3 equations, 3, 4, 5. Solving those, you will be getting the value of M like this. M is equal to 9 by 2. But how to solve? First we are writing 3, 4 and 5. Solving 3 and 4, we are getting k value, L value. Substitute that k value, L value in the fifth equation, you will be getting M value as 9 by 2. So solve that by yourself. We will go for the next sum. We will see sum of same model. Show that these two lines intersect. Also find the point of intersection. Almost similar like the previous sum. Here we need to prove that these two lines intersect each other, and also find where it intersects. What is the meeting point? That is the question. So as usual, this is first line, but if you see this, there is comma given here. So what I am doing, first I am writing the same as it is. Since this is comma, it is not equal to, so I have to be careful. So first I am writing these two and putting equal to k here. Usually we will put k. Since comma is given, k is written here. From this I am easily get the value of Z. Z is equal to 1. Now from this, what are the points? Cross multiply 3k plus 3 minus k plus 3k plus 3 minus k plus 3. Z value is directly obtained. So write that one here. So this is nothing but general point of this line. This is general point of this line taken as first equation. Similarly, take the second one. Even here also comma is given. So put here itself equal to L, and from here onwards we will get y value 2. Same cross multiply 2L plus 6, 3L plus 1, 2L plus 6, y value is 2, Z value is 3L plus 1, right? Otherwise I'll write one thing here, Z minus 1 by 3 is equal to L. Z minus 1 is equal to 3L, cross multiplying. Z is equal to 3L plus 1. Like that we are calculating. So we are getting general point on the second line. It is taken as equation number 2. So since we need to find the point of intersection, I am going to take at somewhere these two are equal. So first point is equal to first point, second point is equal to second point, third point, that is 1, is equal to 3L plus 1. So arrange this, K and L one side, numbers other side. From this we can get K value, K is equal to 1. From here 1 minus 1 0, so L is equal to 0. So K value, L value, here itself we got, right? This is K value, this is L value. We need what? Point of intersection. So either substitute K is equal to 1 in this and get the point of intersection, or substitute L is equal to 0 in second equation and get the point of intersection. But what I am doing is substitute K is equal to 1 in first equation. So if I put 1, what happens? 3 plus 3, 6. 1 here, 2, 1. So 6, 2, 1 is nothing but the point of intersection. Suppose if you want to prove that the lines intersect, you can even for the first part use this condition and prove by yourself. What is the condition? X2 minus X1, Y2 minus Y1, Z2 minus Z1, L1, M1, N1, L2, M2, N2 equal. You try to prove this result first. If this is equal to 0, then you will say it intersects. After find the point of intersection, we will use this. So what you have to do, you just find this by yourself and prove that it is equal to 0 so that the lines intersect. Since the lines intersect, to find the point of intersection, we will start this and do like this. So first part is left with you. You should do that. You need to prove the lines intersect. For that, you have to prove this result. Problem number 36. Find the parametric form of vector equation of the straight line passing through this point and parallel to the straight line this, and hence find the shortest distance between the lines. Again, the question is very simple. We need to find parametric form of straight line passing through one point. So this point is taken as A vector minus I plus 2j plus k. That is nothing but point, and it is parallel to this line. So since our line is parallel to this line, parallel vector can be taken from here. So this parallel vector is taken as B vector I minus 2j plus k. This is nothing but parallel vector. So we know what is parametric equation formula. R vector is equal to A vector plus T B vector. This is point, this is parallel vector. So substitute the values A vector and B vector value. If you substitute, this is the answer for what? Parametric form of vector equation is this. What is the next question asked? Hence find the shortest distance between the lines. So this is our line. This is the given line. So the given line I have written in the second. This is the line we found out. This is the given line. Definitely they are parallel because see the parallel vectors, they are equal. So since these are parallel, we have to find the shortest distance between these two. So we know what is the formula for the shortest distance between parallel lines. Write this formula, C minus A. What is C minus A? So this is A vector, B vector, this is C vector, this is also B vector because they are equal. So this is first point A, this is second point C. C minus A means subtract these two. So I am calculating here C minus A value I have calculated here. Check whether it is right. Then you should cross product that with B vector. So that is our next step. So C minus A cross B. First row is ijk, second row is C minus A value is 3i plus j minus 2k. So taking the numbers alone, 3, 1 minus 2. What is B vector means? B vector is nothing but I minus 2j plus k. So 1 minus 2, 1. Expand the determinant and get one vector like this. Since we need to, formula has modulus symbol. So find the modulus for this. Root of 3 square 9 minus 5 square 25 minus 1 square 49. Root 83 comes. Similarly find modulus B vector, it is root 6. What is formula? Modulus of C minus A cross B vector by modulus b vector. This is the formula for shortest distance. For this the value is root 83. For modulus b vector value is root 6. So root 83 by root 6 units is the final answer. Problem number 37. Find the foot of the perpendicular drawn from the point 542. So I'll go for the diagram. This is 542, the point 542. From this point we are drawing a perpendicular to the straight line x plus 1 by 2 equal to y minus 3 by 2 equal to z minus 1 by 1. So this is one straight line. What we are doing? We are drawing a perpendicular from 542 to the straight line. So this is nothing but perpendicular line. What we have to find out? Find the foot of the perpendicular. So find the m value. This is called foot. This is called top. This is perpendicular. Top, foot. We need to find foot of the perpendicular. And this line equation, the below line equation is given and is written in the equation is written here. What I have to do now? Also find the equation of the perpendicular. We need to find the equation of this line. That is the question. So we need to find what is m, this point. Next one, we need to find equation of this line L. So now I am seeing this. This is nothing but equation of the baseline, out of which if I take the denominator 2, 3 minus 1, it represents parallel vector, right? 2, 3 minus 1 is nothing but parallel vector. Parallel vector means for this line it will be parallel. For this line it will be parallel. So this is nothing but 2i plus 3j minus k vector. What happens? This line and this are what? Parallel. That is why this is called parallel vector. What is the relation between this line and this line? Perpendicular, right? If I extend this, what will happen? This will become perpendicular. So try to understand the concept. Now we will go into the problem. How we are solving, we are going to see. Just understand the diagram properly, then we will see the solution. Now see, this is nothing but equation of the baseline. You always keep the diagram in your mind. This is the baseline, and I am usually will take equal to k to find a general point, right? Similarly, we are doing like here also k. So any point on this line is of the form cross multiply 2k minus 1, 3k plus 3 minus k plus 1 is nothing but the general point, right? The 2 points of line L are, what is line L? I'll just simply draw the, if you see, even if just look at this diagram, this is the perpendicular line, this is top, this is bottom, right? So now the 2 points are, top point is 542 and the bottom point is, we can take this 2k minus 1, 3k plus 3 minus k plus 1. This is the general point of the baseline. So if a baseline is here, this any point on this baseline will be of this format. So I can take the base point as 2k minus 1, 3k plus 3 and minus k plus 1. So now what I found out, in line L I have found 2 points. So I can easily find the direction ratio. How to find means x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. So 2k